play on here at Kentucky because of how Cal, wants to play.
Yeah, I mean that's something that's going to benefit me in my career in the long run. That's something that people are looking for in a player, and Cal's emphasized that to me from day one. So when the Hall of Fame coach tells you to do something, you listen to him, and obviously night like tonight that shows.
Where do you pick up that little dark fadeaway?
Oh man, it's been in there, man. You'll see. There's some more stuff in the bag too, but it's all in the moment type of thing. You gotta let the game come to you and take advantage of opportunities.
Can you explain the celebration that you do?
I mean, I think it's self-explanatory. You're too little, And of course, I had to do it when I scored on the 7 for 5 guys. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Trey, what's it like when all you guys are clicking? You guys have 5 guys in double figures, and you have youngins doing the work there. You have you and Antonio, more experienced guys doing the work too.
I actually thought about that a little bit, and it's like I can't imagine what people's scouts look like and how much time they have to put into our players, because it could be anybody's night any given night. We're loaded. We have dudes that can do everything, and nights like tonight, some people might not have it going, and the rest of us will pick the slack up.
What do you think the scouting report says about you?
I don't know, but because I don't want to give everything away. I don't want to scout for the other team,
Do you feel like you were here? We're safely ahead, pretty much all night, but not comfortable. You didn't blow them out. Your boys, the team's boys, pretty much for that second half. What impressed you about that, particularly with the young guys?
That's something that's emphasized every day. Keep going, keep running. People are gonna make plays. We're not really concerned about what the score says until we get to that last 4 minutes, because early on they were playing out of their minds. I think they shot 55 from the field and maybe 50 from 3 too. They were hitting a lot of shots, but it's a matter of who's gonna last longer. We got into their legs a little bit. You saw they started missing short, and we stay the course no matter what the score is.
Trey, I remember a stretch like this, rebounding, work with 4 straight games with 10 plus. Is this the best you're rebounding the ball in your college career so far?
I think so. I'm not quite sure, but it's just a matter of staying active and getting after it. Like I said earlier, AB draws a lot of attention, and I'm on the perimeter opposed to underneath the hoop, so I'm able to create different angles and get around people that way. But I'm doing whatever the team needs me to do.
How much of an emphasis has been improving your rebounding this year? You've always been a solid rebounder, but you're statistically having your best season there.
I guess it's more of a mental thing than anything. I realized that the team needs me to rebound, and I'm capable of rebounding at this level, so I'm just going to keep attacking and keep going after it.
Trey, kind of similar to that, is this, I know some of your scoring numbers aren't where they were at UMass, not being asked to do as much, but do you feel like this is the best you've ever played since you've been in college, just all around?
All around, yeah, but part of that is credited to the people I'm surrounded by. My assist numbers wouldn't look the way they were if these dudes weren't hitting shots. But it's part of my journey. At the same time, I've learned a lot everywhere I've been, and this is my last go at this, so I'm able to draw on all my experiences and really figure out where I can fit in. And I think Cal does a great job of giving us freedom to play. We're not stuck in a system. We have a team full of guys that can just hoop.
Trey, Cal kind of mentioned that you're getting a lot more comfortable just letting the game come to you. Does that kind of help, obviously, with how well you've been playing so far?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a dude that kind of just lets the game flow and take advantage of whatever opportunities present themselves. I understand that there's going to be times where I'm going to have to be more aggressive or passive, whichever it may be, just to help our team. And I think that also comes down to Cal just giving us freedom. He trusts us to make the right play.
Cal kind of gave you the biggest compliment. He said you never complain and you laugh at his jokes. Is he really funny?
Maybe it's just because I got an old soul, so I've been around it. Some of his jokes are funny because some dudes take offense to it when it's in reality he's just joking. Like he's joking around. Because he likes to pick at people. That's what he picks at people a little bit. He likes to see how much he can mess with you, and I personally think it's hilarious.
Yeah, he pokes the bear.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Along similar vein, he also talked about body language and how important that is to be out on the court with the proper body language. You always have it out there. Is that something that comes natural to you? I mean, you get frustrated. Right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's kind of just like who I am as a person. You know, I'm pretty even killed no matter what area it is. Like the passion will come out there, but I also understand that I can't let my emotions dictate what I'm gonna do. You know, just that awareness to realize that emotions can fluctuate, but they come and go. You know, it is what it is, and if you're able to realize that and let go of it, you keep. I try to be the leader and keep everybody at that level, because people are gonna go on runs. There's gonna be times where we're not making shots, but at the end of the day, if you stay even kill and you stay the course, it's probably gonna work out for you in the end.
How much does that affect other teammates? When you see another teammate kind of slump or get down on themselves, what does that do to everybody else on the team?
I mean, when you see a guy get down, it's like it doesn't affect us as much as you'd think, because we have a lot of dudes that are able to understand it and see it. But on top of that, I try to get on top of that quick, because you can't let 1, 2, or 3 plays dictate your entire game. There's other ways you can impact the game if something's not going for you, and that's something I try to emphasize to them. But just being able to keep your level head, because these dudes have put the work in. So it's like once you're out in the game, just let the game come to you. Let your work show.
Yeah, back to that Florida game, when you and Tone kind of did that little fist bump there at midcourt, you were retreating backwards. What was said during that? What was that about?
I don't remember exactly what I said, because I was so in the moment, and I was hoping that I wasn't going to cramp again. But I think it was just something along the lines of like, we need a stop here. We need to get a stop. Let's get one. And I think I think our younger guys seeing me and Tone picking these dudes up at half court, it set a tone. They're like, okay, let's get this stop.
That was good by you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cal credited your game tonight to your motor. He said when your motor is going, you're a walking double-double. What is it that gets you going out there and kind of gets you talking more? Is there anything specific that you can think of?
I don't know about anything specific. I think it's just a matter of me taking that approach to just be as aggressive as I can and make an impact on the game, because one, it gets me going, but it gets our guys going too. So I just try to impact the game as early as I can and try to set the tone early for us.
The video that UK did with the Florida game, with you looking at the iPad, looking at the plays, you mentioned trying to kind of take some of that ire from the student section and putting it on yourself, as opposed to the young guys who hadn't been in that situation. What is that something you think about, like before the game, heading in, like, oh, I'm going to try to do something to
honestly, it came to me in the moment, because I knew we were down a few points, and they were just saying whatever over there. But me being in the position that I was in, I had it going a little bit in the first half, and I tried to get their attention, because it's like, this is our first road game, and you know, some dudes may be worried about it. I don't know what's going through their minds, but if I can get that attention on me, like, I've heard everything, you know, I've heard absolutely everything from the student section. So it's like, let me get you to focus on me. You're not saying none of my dudes' names, and they're going and they're ready to go. So it worked out well.
Was it the too small, too short motion? Is that the one that you kind of
that's the only one I really looked into the student section for, and I made eye contact with a couple of different people and made the gestures, but I don't know who started the chant, but they got it going.
What was the chant?
It was, honestly, the first 15 minutes they were doing it, I thought they were saying "Hail Mitchell," but it turned out they were saying "Little Mitchell," and I was just like, okay, you can say that, that's fine. I got a double for this one.
Trey, tonight you called a 7'5" guy too small or too little. What was going on with that?
I was just in the moment thing, you know. That's just me having fun out there, honestly.
Rob talked about today how you guys, Cal talked about how they feed off of your motor. And we talked to Rob about it, and then he actually went in to mention, he said, it's not just on the court. He said, it seems like whenever I'm having a bad day or if I'm down and out, Trey will send me a spiritual text or an uplifting text. What kind of freedom and liberty do you feel with your leadership to pick up these guys when they're kind of down and out off the court?
Yeah, I mean, I could credit that to everywhere I've been. You know, I've had to get along with a lot of different types of people, and I've been blessed with the ability to understand people and be able to switch perspectives and put myself in people's shoes. And I gotta give that to God. He just blessed me in that way to be a people person, and it's easy for me to tell when dudes are off, and for some reason I'm able to understand what they're thinking even if they don't say it. But that's part of my job as a leader, is when I see that, I can acknowledge that, I can uplift guys, and like I said, it's a blessing to be able to do that in itself. So it's as much as I can, I do it.
I know you're a humble guy, but how beneficial do you think your presence has been to this very, very young, otherwise team? Where would they be without you, basically?
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I'm here. I'm doing everything I can, you know, and like I said, I'm here to help benefit these guys. You know, I go out there, I play my game, and let my game speak for itself. Off the court, I want to see these dudes grow, not only as players but as people. You know, there's life experiences that I've had that they can draw off of, and they can almost entirely skip out on going through some of the stuff that I've been through and jump ahead. So who knows where it would be, but I'm here. So.
Do you ever think about sort of like just the chance, you know, the random chance that you would not even be here? You know, I mean, that something had to happen for that to occur late in the summer.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of crazy that you just sort of dropped in on this team that probably needed somebody just like you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the grace of God. You know, things happen whether you want them to or not. You know, throughout my process, I was patient and I stayed with God, and when it came down to it, He guided me here. And when He speaks to you, you listen, because there's something good on the other side of it.
Cal said one of his favorite things about you is you know how to laugh at his jokes, and you're like one of the only. Is there any that you can actually repeat that would be like family friendly?
You know, that's none of my business. I laugh at the jokes because sometimes they're actually pretty funny, believe it or not. But yeah, I'm not repeating that.
Is some of it that you share old man sense of humor, and is the other part that you're just smart enough to know you're supposed to laugh at the coach's joke?
So there's multiple sides. There's one, I guess it could be because I'm an older guy and I understand the humor. Some of the guys, it probably just goes right over their head. Two, I mean, it's not bad to laugh at coach's jokes, but if they're not funny, I won't laugh. You know, we'll give them a look like, come on, coach, that wasn't it. But like, if it's funny, I'll laugh.
He referenced that. He said sometimes you're like, Coach, you're drawing up 6 plays. We don't even know what to run. And he talked about how you know how to talk to him when he was talking about that joke. Yeah. Just talk about you and his relationship. Take that leadership even into with him.
I mean, Cal he's open ears to most people. I'm blessed enough where I'm one of those people that I'm able to communicate with him. That goes back to what I said earlier, me just understanding people. But I think that he respects my viewpoint, and he sees that I'm able to think the game a little bit, and that I'm kind of like that mediator for him and the guys. And sometimes in the huddle, he's drawing up 8 or 9 plays, and we walk out there, and dudes are like, "What are we doing?" And I'm like, "Let's do this one."